I recently posted a video about authenticity and about realigning with ourselves. And it really got me thinking about what areas of my life where I do feel really aligned and authentic, and what areas of my life that may not be true. And as I did this reflection, it got me thinking that, we're always a work in progress and there's always room for growth. And so I decided that there are two areas of my life where I am not in full alignment and I have not been showing up authentically as the highest version of myself. And so since today is September 22nd, it's Monday, 2025, and there are exactly 100 days until the end of the year, I have decided to go on a journey. And this is a journey I'm calling Return to Wholeness. And my intention with this journey is to really work on the different aspects of my life where I would like to be more aligned and show up more authentically. Now, a part of this journey, a big part of this journey is going to revolve around more not only the action part of that. It's very important, the actions we take, but it's also the thoughts, the mindset, the beliefs, and the programming that are keeping me stuck, overwhelmed, fragmented, and frazzled. And so that's the inspiration for this journey and this challenge. And I would really like to invite all of you, anyone who's also experiencing overwhelm or feeling very fragmented or frazzled in certain areas of your life, to come along and walk this path with me in whatever way feels most supportive and aligned for you. I am going to be posting 3 times a week, and I'm going to show up at the beginning of the week and I'm going to talk about the theme for that week and what my plan is for how I'm going to move through various aspects of embarking on a journey of returning to wholeness, which is also about growth and transformation. And then midweek, I'm going to come back and do a check in and also talk about some skills or tools that I'm using. And then at the end of the week, I will then come back and, reflect back and talk about how the week has gone, any challenges I'm facing, and then what my plan moving forward is. And so I hope that this will be helpful I know it will be helpful to all of you, because when we're thinking about doing something this bold, it's often a little bit difficult to know where to start or how to keep going and moving forward in a way that is supportive and that doesn't feel like hustle or grind or, because showing up consistently and having discipline to be able to take on something like this can sometimes set our self-sabotage into overdrive. So this first week, what we're going to be focusing on, or what I'm going to be focusing on, is really disconnecting from the distraction and the noise. And so I'm lowering the volume in my life on all those things that pull me away from myself and from being with myself and hearing my inner voice and that authentic part of you. And so I have sat down and I have listed out the 3 things in my life that steal my energy and distract me or take my attention and focus away from the things that I say I want in my life. And then I've also made a list of the 3 things that give me energy, the things that nourish me, the things that feel good and help to restore my energetic balance. And I would encourage you to do the same. And then the goal for this week is going to be to move away from the things that are energy stealers and move towards the things that are energy givers. And I am going to just take this one step at a time. I think the biggest takeaway today has to be that we have to meet ourselves with kindness and compassion, never judgment or criticism, because that is literally self-abandonment coming in the back door. So, oftentimes when we do try and show up in a different way, there will be resistance. because that's the ego wanting to keep you safe and in your box. And so we have to just be gentle with ourselves, and we have to look at everything that happens as feedback, valuable data that we are getting about where we are and the resistance that we're facing. Because anytime we're trying to grow or change or show up differently, of course, there are going to be parts of us that don't feel in alignment with that. And that's why it's so important to turn down the noise and the distractions so we can really come back into alignment with the highest version of us, and what really does feel aligned for us. So I'm going to be focusing on two areas of my life where there is not full alignment for me. And that would be in my career, where I have been working a full time job on the National Suicide Prevention Line, and then also working therapeutically with people. And I have been wanting to shift for a while and move into working with people in a new capacity outside of the clinical realm. And I have embarked on that, but I haven't really fully stepped into that in that full authenticity. And working on the crisis line definitely can be dysregulating for me. And at times it is an energy stealer. So that's just a truth in my life that I can no longer avoid. Been doing it a really long time, and I know how to manage my nervous system around it, and I know how to regulate. But the truth of the matter is, especially with the way, with world events and with things going on in the political sphere and just all of the things swirling, it takes so much energy to be present for people in this very uncertain and fearful time. And I really want to disconnect from that energy. I just really want to disconnect from that, because it is draining my energy every day, every day. Okay. The second area of my life where I really want to focus on is my health. And I think I have a lot of resistance in this area, although there are a lot of things I do to take care of myself, and that I do to nourish myself. One of the big sticking points for me has always been with kind of how I nourish myself or what I feed myself, because for years I was in a place of restriction and dieting, and it always was an energy stealer for me. And I have broken away from that. I've gone through my own healing journey, and I have a much more loving and accepting way of viewing myself and my body. But I do find that one of the ways I numb and cope is definitely with food, and also with caffeine. And so to kind of keep me going. And so those are definitely energy stealers. And I'm just really ready to come more into full authenticity and alignment with myself, and just be more consistent in how I show up. So this is day one. And so we're going from fragmented and frazzled to aligned, whole, and healed. So I will be checking in midweek. Take good care, and I'll see you then.